I do like the change that they did with the opening scene where they take Joel off or whatnot, and it's just her standing there.
Oh yeah.
What a gut punch!
I know that's something we didn't even like mention in the previous episodes over episode 3, but
Yeah.
it does change to like the only like one silhouette. I'm like, because we were
Mm-hmm.
all wondering like, were they going to do that and changing the intro, and they did it.
Right.
I like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Nick, we've come a long way. Look at us.
I know. Saying that Isaac was part of the WLF in 2018, so that
He
was
became
obviously
a
yeah.
member.
So would 2018 be where Jolie or oh my god, I fucking put her
Jolie. All right, well, let's continue.
Make sure to smell it first.
Yeah, smell it. You know, this is the other thing is like they look too clean.
Yeah, they're not all kind of grind up.
And her
a
hair
little
is
bit.
done.
Yeah, because like here's the thing: in The Walking Dead, they all looked grimy and hot and everything else. Like you saw the scuff, you know. But in this one, it seems, yeah. It seems like Dina's like more the survivalist in the show because she's already has the plan. She's like, hey,
she's just more observant.
Yeah.
Look at her nodding her head, like, oh yeah.
Oh yeah, we can hold up here. This is safe.
Slam the door, why don't you?
No. Look at the horse. Just going back behind the screen to get food from the off-scene cameraman. I think this was my favorite scene of Bella Ramsey so far. Like, she actually has a good singing voice. And Buzz Lightyear can sing. I can't tell, like, from the scene, like... does she have something in her ear?
It does look like that, huh?
Yeah, it looks like there's an earpiece in there for the music to hear herself sing.
Maybe. Dude. It does.
Yeah, do you see it?
I see it. Oh my god. Well,
I never noticed until you paused it right there that I'm noticing the earpiece in her ear so she could hear herself sing. Like, you know how
dude, that's hilarious. I wonder how many other people noticed that.
Yeah, I just noticed that just now because where you paused it, yeah.
But anyway,
it looks like from here, it looks like she has like gunk in her ear.
Yeah.
Sorry, go ahead. Go ahead. Sorry for interrupting.
No. That was really it though. Like I felt like the game delivery felt more emotional, especially to their situation, because before that, Ellie is still very rageful, and in this episode, obviously that's not really showing. Know how Ellie is really feeling, because she seems like she's just having a good time exploring the city for the first time with her friend. Almost like she's 14 again, instead of taking things a little bit more seriously. But in this scene, I feel like it works just for her and Ellie. I mean, Dina and Ellie. That's all.
on Ellie.
Buzz Lightyear and Ellie.
Dude, dude. Yeah, that was funny that I caught that though.
Uh-oh.
Whoa.
Uh-oh. Oh my god! Not again.
I want to see your reaction to your phone. Oh, dude.
Look at her almost crying.
Yeah.
What is her obsession with beef jerky?
Dude, beef jerky's good. What are you talking about?
It's good, but okay. For brushing your teeth as well as an alternative?
I guess they want their breath to smell like meat. I don't know.
Yuck.
So when they're kissing, does that mean they're just like getting all that janky turkey jerky?
I'm out.
Man, you know when I first saw, like, right before the episode started, and they're like, there's going to be nudity, I thought to myself, we're either going to see an ass or like a side boob, but no, we got full on wiener dinger.
Yeah, we got peener game instead of for Isaac.
And yep. And look, he already has his hand out. He's like, "Fuck you, dude." That's his big fuck you to Isaac. It's like, burn me. He's like, I'm not going, give you shit. Oh shit! Look who it is. It's the guy from the truck.
You know who he almost reminds me of?
Hmm.
He reminds me of the kid from Alita Battle Angel.
Oh yeah, he does. R.I.P. Hugo?
That's right.
Second floor.
I was going to say, one of the things I kind of wish they added before they just kind of ended up at the station was them maneuvering to kind of get to the station, because I loved in the game where you had to go through all those fucking traps that they set up, like those like little tripwires. I almost wish they added that to this. Like, I know they don't want to do like the game where you add like, a, what would you call it, like a conflict or like a little like combat scenario, but I feel like if you're going to a place like that, it's not going to be a clear cut into it, if that makes sense, right? Because they're already at the place and you don't see them go through, except for it's like, oh look, there's the window and you're in.
Okay, but it doesn't even show them how they got up.
I know. No rope, right? Like how we did in the game, remember?
No rope! But they just scaffold the side of the building, climb up the windows.
See, and that's that.
Huh?
Like, I guess for TV you have to fill in the blanks for yourselves. But I feel like if you're going to do a survival show, you have to show something. Like, that's the only gripe I have sometimes is they're leaving out certain stuff where you're going to think, how the hell did they do that, right?
Yeah.
But that's just me being picky again. And like I said, that's that bleed through that I'm trying to work on, where it's like I gotta separate show and TV. Or no, show and game. What the hell am I talking about? Fresh blood. And we talked about this, right? Where those people hanging were the actual actors, like for those people, they're actually hanging there. Yeah.
Yeah, we did. Although you can only hear Jacob and I, unfortunately.
Yeah. Context, people. This isn't the first time we're watching this.
This is our first official rewatch.
Yeah, rewatch, yeah.
And hopefully copyright doesn't kill us in the end. But who's watching this show?
Hey, who's watching? And hey, we're not even making money anyway, so we're going to copyright the shit out of this. Because hey, the thing is, we get 3 strikes on our channel, dude, if you think about it. So this is strike number 1.
Yeah.
I love this part, by the way, where she's hiding from these people, just like she shoved herself underneath that little box.
Yeah. Like, that was a lot of steps, too, to not make any noise.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Mm-hmm.
This kind of reminds me of the hotel in Pittsburgh encounter in the first game.
Yeah.
And she's only holding him with one arm.
Yeah.
He could have easily reached for a sidearm at that point. It's all right.
Well, the thing I was thinking about is he's a over 200-pound dude, 6'5" almost. and Ellie's like what 5'5", 150 pounds, give or take.
Yeah, that's something like that. All he had to do was just like land backwards.
Yeah. Hey, they didn't have their shiv. That's why the door's locked.
Yeah.
Gotta go to the other door. Hey, they just missed a trophy, by the way, for unlocking all the doors.
I know. Hurry up.
Yeah, come on, get in there. Stop talking. See, I wouldn't fit under there, dude. I'd be like fucking stuck. Hey, look, they survived.
Hooray.
And like me and you kind of mentioned, it's like they could have been shot pretty easily crawling through that. Like if those guys showed up, like they just had to look down the little tunnel and go, bam.
I know. And now it's calmed down for a second. Mm-hmm. Really surprised that they didn't incorporate the spores.
Yeah, but I feel like they're waiting. They're biding their time for that. But I do like how they still show that the little cordyceps, like, you know, people are here, you know? And that's the second time we've seen it, too. One from the town and then now here.
Yeah, 2 episodes ago.
Yeah. Well, do you remember season 1 where
Yeah, we commented on it.
Yeah. No, I was going to say, like, when Joel, Tess, and Ellie get to
the Capitol
city
building
part. Yeah. Well, and they saw those runners sleeping, and they were all in the shade. And when the sun barely hit them, they stirred. So I kind of like how they kept that continuing. You know, I do like this where she's counting.
She's got upgraded listen mode.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's the perk that she invested in. And at that moment, she's like, dude, there's more than 5. Dude, there's a shitload.
Keep going. See, went to do that right away.
Yeah.
That's pretty convenient that they all get stuck in there.
There it is. The theater. I like how Dina's looking at her like, I don't know what to think.
Well, she's super conflicted.
Mm-hmm.
I know you. I can't get affected.
She still thinks she's bullshitting.
I've been there before. I'm still here. I know you don't believe me. I get it. I would have been there.
Yeah, she does not trust her at all. It does show how crazy friends will turn on your ass, like if you're not, you know, like if you're put in that type of situation, dude.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. Like, here's the deal. If we were in a zombie apocalypse, and let's say we got not necessarily this type of stuff, but if we know that once you're bit, you're fucked, or there's a way where it's like on your arm, you chop your arm off, it's like, do what you gotta do, but I wouldn't outright just, you know, kill my friend, like, right then and there, unless it was like, you know.
I'd want them to have an opportunity to, like, go out their own way.
Yeah. She's still kind of in shock, you could see.
But like the lantern thing, is it really necessary though? You just had your flashlight out.
I know. I
You know
never
what I mean?
got that. Yeah, she went from flashlight to another light. Like
that's less effective.
This scene kind of reminds me of all what you see in TV tropes, dude, where there's like a moment of death or just an understanding, and then they, go right into it, Yeah, it seemed forced. I feel like
Very
I wish
forced.
it was. I feel like if it was more natural, it would have made sense. But yeah, I don't know. I will say, I just when coming up in just like a couple minutes when she's like, "I'm gonna be a dad," that was just. I don't know, dude. That was just. I get Ellie can be cringy, but I was just like, "What the heck, dude?" This coming up where she just starts chucking the fucking pregnancy tests at her. It's like,
yeah, I don't know, the whole morning breath thing. Like, yeah, like in The Walking Dead, I don't know if they ever referenced that, but in this world, like if you're not doing certain things hygienically that you normally would, are you really going to critique that if you really care about the person?
Yeah.
How many times do you think she gets bit?
I feel like this isn't going to be the last time we're going to see it, dude.
She's already gotten bit 3 times now.
3?
The first time on her arm that she covers up. Second time on her stomach.
Yeah.
Now on her arm again.
Yeah. Well, the first one made sense for the story where it was with Riley, so I give that one a pass. But twice so far without the spores?
I think at least another 2 times.
Yeah, I guess there's going to be some moments, yeah.
Like, no questions at all about how are you immune. Dina's not intrigued at all by that.
Well, I think what's going to happen, and this is going to be kind of conflicting, is because they already showed she's immune through a bite, then the whole spore thing is just going to be like, okay, Dina, you need to protect yourself. But because she already knows Ellie's immune, then that means Ellie doesn't need to worry about the spore mask now. And it's just like, I don't know. I don't know.
Here's the question. Do you think that's where the gas mask comes into play?
Yeah, probably. She's
Ellie
going to give it to
her
Dina.
the gas mask because, like, wait a minute, there's these spores.
Yeah. I think she's going to give it to her and be like, hey, you need this. I don't, Dora be exploring. I'm done.
I'm already done with this episode.
Well, it's just I feel like it lost something after that whole dialogue and obviously their little scene together. It threw off.
I know what you mean.
Like here's the thing too. Like she's explaining her story of why she likes, girls.
Her sexuality.
Yeah, but here like I get it, but Ellie already knows. Like they're already snogging on each other, and you don't think she already knows you are into that, right? But I don't know. I think it's just more context for character development for the audience or whatnot.
And here's a couple more. So we're having a baby. I mean, we also have this.